Hi and welcome to this week's FridAI with me, Billy McLaughlin. This week has been super busy, but I have managed to squeeze in a little bit of research. To start with the real world, I actually didn't need to look that far because Wimbledon are going to be replacing judges with artificial intelligence, which is kind of mad because I feel like Wimbledon is one of those really traditional sporting events, but they're doing this to show that they are very technologically advanced in the world of sport. So watch this space for the next competition. Also over in California, there's been a lot of arguments around some law that has been teased to be brought in. Elon Musk has been very much for that law. He's been saying, yes, we need to be safe, and then continued to say that he'll be taking all of his artificial intelligence businesses out of California. So of course he's for it because it could hinder his competitors. Well, they have now passed this law, and what this means is that all artificial intelligence companies will have to disclose what data they have used to train their models. And what's really interesting is some of the big ones, so Google, Meta and Microsoft have actually refused to, so far, sign documents say they will comply. And Microsoft have gone that one step further and said, we're not going to comment just yet. So they've actually got a deadline of January 2026. So they've got plenty of time to do it. But it's interesting to see that they are what seems to be getting a little bit nervous about disclosing their source of data for training. But it is great to see that there are these laws getting put in place to kind of ensure the safety. In news on OpenAI, if you are into developing and you want to sort of create your own stuff, ChatGPT have now got a product called Canvas. And this is a little bit like Anthropic's Artifacts. If you've used that, that's a way that you can kind of create your own, build your own tools. ChatGPT has introduced a competitor to this. So if you are interested, check it out and let me know what you think. And the final bit of news today is from Zoom. So Zoom do an annual event. It's called Zoomtopia. And they did this recently and they announced that they are going to have a Zoom Companion 2.0, which is interesting because I didn't know about Zoom Companion 1.0. And essentially this is going to be AI built into the Zoom product. This will be an add-on plan. So I presume this custom add-on AI plan that you will have to pay for. But basically what this is going to do, and I think I've got a note on this here, it's going to be able to expand context, web access, and have the ability to take agentic type actions. Now I had to Google this, and as somebody who's always talking about agents and how I see that being the future of the profession, this basically means agent-like tasks. So it'll be able to go away and do the task for you based on what's discussed in your meetings. It'll also be able to detect, recommend and complete tasks, as I said, these agentic tasks, based on the conversations you're having within Zoom. So presumably a little bit like the note takers where it can take it and summarize the actions, it will then be able to identify any of those actions that it could go and do for you. Now in the world of accountancy, how I see this playing out is if you're on a call with a client and they say, please could you send me my last 3 years tax returns, the agent within Zoom would be linked to your financial system and be able to do that. I don't think, based on where we're at the moment in the industry and the lack of APIs, we're going to be seeing this anytime soon. But it is interesting that these products are bringing out something for their system. So what's to say that they won't be interlinked and talk to other ones in the future? There's also, this is super interesting, they're also going to be creating custom avatars that can be present in the meeting for you instead of you attending. Now, this to me is absolute madness. And if you are coming to our 2020 annual conference this year, you'll know that I am very excited by the prospect of avatars. But basically, the founder of Zoom, Eric Yuan, has said that the avatars will eventually be replacing people and basically making decisions on users' behalf, which may seem a little bit far-fetched. But 5 years ago, if someone told you that 80% of your meetings were online, that probably would have also seemed far-fetched. So yeah, Zoom are definitely moving forward. If you are using it, I'd be interested to see if you're seeing any of these changes and to let me know if you're benefiting from any of them as well. That's everything from me. I hope you have a great weekend and looking forward to catching up next week.